Hey guys, here is my Sunbeam 8-inch oscillating table fan in green. I got this fan for Christmas, and this is just a second video on it. I just have the lights on. I was really gonna do it with the lights off, but honestly I don't think the quality is that good. Try to get through it with the lights on. Honestly, I don't even think it's gonna be possible. I'll just do it with the lights on. Anyway, so this is the second video on this fan already. So yeah, and I'm glad to say that I have this fan in the collection now because it was a real childhood fan of mine. So as you guys know, this fan is made by Holmes. And apparently, when I was little, I think I was around like 2 years old or something, I'm not exactly sure, I had a Holmes version of this fan. It was branded Holmes instead of Sunbeam like this one. And basically, Sunbeam and Holmes, they copied each other with their fans. So just like Eric King and Lasco and Galaxy. But there's also White Westinghouse. Westinghouse. There's also another brand that copied Holmes. It was Bionaire and even Westinghouse. This Westinghouse, but it was called White Westinghouse, which kind of makes sense for like the modern Westinghouse fans. But yeah, I know from a video from Carson, he has a White Westinghouse table fan that's made by Holmes. As you guys do know, I have this fan's cousin, which is the Holmes Blizzard, which would be this one right here. I'll just go ahead and grab it real quick. So if you guys don't know, it's this fan. Oops. This is the Holmes Blizzard, and I believe they also made a Sunbeam Blizzard fan too. So it really proves that Sunbeam and Holmes have copied each other, just like Lasco and Air King. And now I was going to put that fan away, but I was going to leave it out for the comparison for this fan. So of course, the main difference is that this one here is branded Holmes and this one's branded Sunbeam. And then the other main difference is that this is green, this one's a bit more like a charcoal color. Charcoal or black color. And also this one is the Blizzard model, this one is not. So now, this fan is, this fan is actually older than this one. I can tell by that, because, these were sold at Bed Bath & Beyond. And these were basically the continuation of these. But honestly, I don't even know. So this fan has been around for years. I don't know the exact year on it, but I know it's probably from at least like 2002 or something. I'm not exactly sure. I have many more of these 2000s Holmes fans to actually get. This one isn't actually as good as this one for airflow, but for noise, this is better. So yeah, I just want to this is why I'm making a second video on this fan. So, I'm pretty sure that they also made a clear plastic version of this fan when it was branded Holmes. I think they made a clear version of it. They also made a lot of colors and they also made ones with clear blades, which is kind of nice. There was even a mint green one, which I have not seen that one. Maybe once getting destroyed. I'm not exactly sure if I've seen it anywhere else. But I know they did make a white version. A white / gray / like a little bit of like a slight hint of green version. It was and that's the one that had that I had when I was little. It was at Holmes, but in that color. So yeah. So that's pretty cool. I can't say this is a good fan, but I can't say this is a terrible fan, but I can't say this is a good fan either. I mean, it's relatively cheap. It feels like it's just gonna fall apart. I mean, this one, the same for this one too. This one actually has better quality. I think this one's better quality than this one. But honestly, I don't even care about any of them. I mean, I think I would care more about this one than this one, because this one is this one's a huge childhood one for me. This one isn't really. And then also, they also made a 10-inch box version of this fan with the same blade. But I think they also, but one thing on Jordan Yu's channel, when he made a video of one, the fan was 10 inches across, but it had a tiny little it had this blade inside of it, which is kind of ridiculous. A 7-inch blade. But yeah, I'll go ahead and put this Blizzard one aside here and go and get into a close-up look at the fan now. Now here is the badge. As you guys can see, it says Sunbeam on it. It comes in a nice green color. You're wondering why the shading here, the light looks a little bit different here, because I now have 2 light bulbs, as you guys can see. I just need one more. It's got, looks like some kind of, I guess, gray blades. I'm not exactly sure. The front grill comes off easily. I'll just take it off just for a little bit, just real quick. I'll undo the first top part, and then, all right. It's a bit more like a light gray color, which is kind of nice, and they do spin freely. Unlike this one. This one is a bit more of a darker gray color, more like a charcoal color. Also, this one, you have to undo the grill by these tabs. This one has tabs, but you also have to unscrew at least 3 screws to hold it in place, that hold the grill in place. But well, this one right here only has 1 screw at the bottom to clamp the grills together. Even though it doesn't really need that because it has the tabs, but it holds it better with it on. I do like the design of it though. Whoa, whoops. Alright, whoa, my video camera. Technical difficulties, I have to pause the video. Okay, so that took a little while, but it's finally got it on a higher prop now. So this fan, like I said, so I got the grill back on. So yeah, it's also got a really nice hoop style base which is kind of nice. Whereas with this one just got the regular, like, I guess plate. I'm not exactly sure. So yeah, I guess now we should get into the video. Here is the left side. There's a tag right there, but it does not say the year on it. Here is the right side, and this is why I say this is not a very good fan, because it's practically falling apart here at the motor housing. It does tilt, but then it'll ruin the motor housing even more when I tilt it, because it just keeps like falling apart, as you guys can see. Okay, I'll put it back in. Jeez. Okay. And then the back of it, which is the same color as the blades, and it's got oscillations as well. I'll put it up a little bit higher like this. It's a bit better, but not when the motor housing pops off. Damn it, this is not gonna work. This is a pretty terrible design, because this fan literally feels like it's falling apart. And I honestly don't really feel like breaking this fan. I mean, it's a good fan, but yeah. Oh, I forgot to show the back. I'm so sorry, guys. Anyway, there's the back of the fan. Slanted. It just broke apart again. Just broke apart again. You have to stay together, dagnabbit. Well, here's the up close of it, and the back oscillating knob, 2 speeds. It's got high, low, off, and it's got a oscillating indicator right there, which is kind of cool, which this one does not have. I don't know if you guys can see, but it does not have it, and it's got lines for the switch. Okay, hold on. It's got instead of like having the speeds in word form, it has it in like tally marks, because as you guys can see, it's got 2 lines for high. Oh, that's off. 2 lines for high and 1 line for low. So yeah. So now I'll go ahead and plug this one in, we'll start it up. I keep having to reset this fan up. I do not like that, which is kind of ridiculous. But anyway, now I'll go ahead and just scoot it a bit further from the camera like that. Alright, we'll start on low. And it's, I guess, reasonably quiet. I can't see. It's like, it's not like, okay, so it's loud, as you guys can hear. It's loud. It's not but it's not like overly loud. But the airflow for this fan is not like, I mean, it's okay, but it's not like the greatest overall. I definitely go for something a bit better. I mean, a lot of these Holmes fans have the same blades, so that's why it's like this. There is a problem with it though, is that if the motor housing breaks again and the grills like slant over slightly, it'll grind, the blades will grind against it, which is not good. Let's see how far I can walk backwards out with, if not still, when it's still filling the air. I mean, that's kind of acceptable, but it's blowing the flag here. Here. It's okay, I guess it's for airflow. If I were to get really far, I guess it's okay for airflow on low. I mean, it's a homeless fan, so you guys wouldn't really expect a whole lot of air from it. So I guess it's a poor fan for what it is. So yeah. Here is high. And it's not much of a difference between the speeds overall. The fan is still reasonably quiet. I mean, it's loud. It is pretty loud now, but it's airflow starting to pick up a little bit here. And it's out of balance. Yeah, it's out of balance. You can hear it rattling. But let's try oscillations. Let's first turn it back to low. And well, here's one problem. This fan doesn't oscillate correctly. And as you can see, I have to get it going like that, and it just stopped again. Nope. And it just continues to rattle a lot. And it just keeps going again. I mean, sometimes the oscillator works. I mean, it's not broken, but it's not correctly fixable. So, yeah. Well, that sucks. Back high, and on high does the same thing. Another thing is that the switch does not lock in correctly too either. So that's why when you guys see this fan in collection videos, the oscillator will not be turned on. It would if it worked, but yeah, it's already rattling way too much now. So yeah, try to get this thing back into position. I can just fix this damn motor housing. Whoops. Oh yeah, that's a ball that's wrong. I thought it was a fan. But it's not a bad fan. It's not a great fan overall either, but yeah, so now I'll just turn it off. Watch the coast down. I'll put this back on the shelf after the video. Just want to make a second video on this fan. So yeah, so thanks for watching. As always, catch you guys in the next fan video. Peace.